Hello everyone. I hope all of you are doing good. Dear aspirants, welcome to my class. So today, first of all, please look at this Unacademy Ultra Combat. This festival give boost to your IAS dreams, guys. Just right. Unacademy is India's largest learning platform. Everyone knows that. So welcome to the UPSC Unacademy, and we got one of the best teams in India. You know the names. You can read these names, guys, right? Now, see the ultimate batch for UPSC CSE preparation 2023. It's a bilingual batch. And again, you can see the teachers. The batch starts on October 20th. Also, you know the results, Unacademy results on the side, right? And October extension offer, crack UPSC CSE with extended benefits. So now Iconic GS, 85,433, 3 months free plus GS. So you can go through the slide, guys, right? Valid only till October 19th. That's really, really important. Also, there is a special surprise for UPSC CSE prelims 2023 aspirants. Please read it, guys. Great. And yes, CSAT. So we are launching CSAT batches very soon. So this is something really, really important. So we have already launched CSAT batch. More CSAT batches would be coming with more teachers, right? So you can read about CSAT, guys. The batch starts in November. Only 8,999. Come on, guys, subscribe the batch for the CSAT batch, and then compete. But then I'll know where you stand. So this is again a great offer to win a laptop and prizes up till 2 lakh rupees. And then Unacademy Civil Services Championship is back. Win scholarships, prizes, and top 5 rankers. They win an exclusive meet and greet with. So that's really, really good. So what exactly it is? 50 MCQ, 60 minutes. November 30th, 7 a.m. Right? Then please, you can avail EMI options. All you need to do is contact this number 85858585 and 85. All right, and then you can avail a loan and EMI as well. And then UPSC CSE test series, say your preparation in the right direction. So the details are given to you: mains test series, optional test series, right, guys? So now my name is Rishi Bhargava, and I train students for CSAT, right? And today we are going to discuss a real important aspect, very basic but really, really important. So let's talk about. See, I train students for CSAT, guys, and here are the links. You can join IAS Icon Telegram channel. Also, you can check out the community Bhargava Rish, right? So I've named it as Check This CSAT. So let's create some synergy and let's clear CSAT together. That is what we mean to say. And today's component, yeah, this is really, really important. So my today's component would actually be number system. See, many a times we have discussed about integers, about rational numbers, but frankly, I realize that many of you just do not know the basics of number system. So I am going to create a number system, basic number system diagram as our solar system. So I'm going to, represent number system kind of solar system, right? The way solar system is, I'm going to represent the same way I'm going to represent the number system, right? So I am going to talk about all the numbers, and then I'm going to talk about why do we require them, right? This is really, really important. Why do we require them, right? So let's discuss it, guys. Now listen, the first component of number system is natural numbers. Natural numbers. What are natural numbers? So many a times when I ask students what are natural numbers, they would reply, sir, 1, 2, 3 up till infinity. I think genuinely that's a wrong answer, right? That's a very wrong answer, right? So natural numbers, I would say all counting numbers, right? When you say all counting numbers, definitely it counts to be, see, comes out to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and so on till infinity. Now believe it, when you say 1 to infinity and when I write all counting numbers separated by commas 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and so on till infinity, I mean to say is over here, that's really important, I mean to say is no fractions, no decimals. Yes, that is really important. So you cannot say 1 to infinity because you can involve fractions and decimals in 1 to infinity. And then you realize, see, I am using curly brackets. So curly brackets genuinely is a representation of a set. And what is a set? A set is a collection of well-defined elements, right? So it's a collection. So when I'm talking about collection, right, please understand that collection is separated by commas 1, 2, 3, which means any number between 1 and 2 is not involved. Any number between 2 and 3 is not involved. Any number between 3 and 4 is not involved. Now understand the evolution of numbers, right? Why we required natural numbers? I sincerely believe, it's evolution. Yes, evolution. So what do you mean by evolution? So think of the history. So we humans were also animals, agreed. And we were actually hunting and we were actually moving around hunting, right? And then we slowly started settling down. So when you slowly start settling down, what do you require? At least you require basic things to count. How many sheep do I have? How many children do I have? Or maybe, how many wives do I have? So basic counting was required. So that is the reason 1, 2, 3, 4, un, dos, tres, right? So that is how evolution of number system began with natural numbers. So first part is natural numbers starting with 1, 2, 3, 4 and it goes till infinity. Basic all counting numbers, right? And then evolution had begun, it has not stopped, isn't it? So something that begins does not stop, right? So it has not stopped. So same way I would say, now what do you require now, right? What do you require now? Now you require something which is really important and it was discovered by Indian scientists. It is whole numbers. Whole numbers. What are whole numbers? Right? What are whole numbers? Right? So we say numbers starting from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 and 9 and 10 and 11 and 12 till infinity. These are your natural numbers. So you realize that in case you see that natural numbers are 0 plus, whole numbers, these are your whole numbers, are 0 plus natural. 0 plus natural. So 0 was a number that was discovered by Indian scientist Aryabhatta, Indian mathematician Aryabhatta. So when you involve, see, you should know why 0 was required. 0 was important, right? Now you see that before the invention of 0, natural was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 0 was also there. So 0 is really important. Do you think it was always there? So Aryabhatta actually found a number which represents, what does 0 represent? Nothing. Right? What does 0 represent? Nothing. So you have to have a number which represents nothing. That is 0. Right? Now 0 is beautiful, right? I don't know how many of you have been probably called a 0, and you felt like a zero, you felt like lost something, but believe me, you cannot involve zero into it. Zero, shunya, is really important. As the name says, shunya is really important, right? Why zero is important? Because it actually, first of all, it gave us a light of numbers like 10, 100, 1000, 10,000. Everywhere zero was involved. Now there are a lot of issues with zeros, so please, first of all, important part which you should always keep in mind: zero is neither positive nor negative. Yes, zero does not have a sign, right? Zero does not have a sign. Come on, this is beautiful, right? Then second, zero is neither even nor odd. Please, I have seen many a teacher saying zero is an even number. I'm sorry, no. Even and odd numbers are categories of natural numbers, and natural numbers do not involve zero. Yeah, come on. Alright, even and odd, prime, composite, they are all categories of natural numbers, right? Similarly, third. Now see, zero is so important. Zero is a multiple of every number. Oh wow. Sir, how is this possible? Come on. 0 can be written as 7 into 0, can be written as 11 into 0, can be written as 9 into 0, can be written as 13 into 0, and so on. So 0 is a multiple of 7, 0 is a multiple of 11, 0 is a multiple of 9, 0 is a multiple of 13, which means 0 is a multiple of every number. Right? And then, fourth, 0 does not divide any number. 0 does not divide any number, right? Number divided by 0, we used to call it infinity. No, this is not infinity, it is indeterminate. It is indeterminate, right? Now, we know all the properties of 0. So, don't you think 0 represents something in life? Come on. 0 is neither positive nor negative, which means 0 is neither male nor female. 0 is neither odd nor even, which means 0 is neither white nor black. 0 is a multiple of every number. 0 is contained in every number. Huh? God. 0 does not divide any number. God does not divide us. 0 is God, right? So remember that if somebody calls you a 0, be happy. Don't worry. Be happy. Why? Because 0 represents God, right? Shunya, which means nothing, represents everything. Alright. So remember, whole numbers involve natural numbers plus a 0. I hope you have written this. This is something really good and amazing. Alright. Then let's see the next one. So we got natural, we got whole. Then, remember, we needed numbers to count. We needed 0. Why? We had to have something which represented nothing. Then we needed negatives, right? The next part is negative. Somebody had 4 sheep, right? And he put all the 4 sheep on bet, and he lost, and he put 3 more on bet, and he lost, which means now he has minus 3 sheep. Had 4, he put 7. So what is left with him? Right? The left with him is the depth. The depth is negative. So you needed negative numbers, where this is where integers come. Integers. So what are integers? Your integers are minus infinity to minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, till infinity. Till infinity. Integers. So basically, listen, be very intelligent, right? Be very intelligent, because I don't know how many of you are very clear about this. This is naturals, and then this is whole, and then natural numbers, negative images are to this side. Natural, 0 and their negative images comes out to be integers. This is really, really important. We needed negatives. So first part of negative was negative to the natural numbers. I'm sorry. Right? And now you understand real important aspect, guys. In case of natural, whole, and integers, there is no fraction, and no decimal. That is something nobody clears you, right? And that is the reason you guys struggle. So you just don't write integers. Sometimes I see people writing are integers as are minus infinity to infinity. Absolutely wrong. No. I've given annotation of a set, which means it is minus 1, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. They're all distinct elements. So you don't pick up elements between minus 2 and minus 1 and 0, 0 and 1, and 1 and 2. No, we are not picking any decimals. We are not picking any fractions. So if you're clear with it, I think a lot of time, your lot of doubts would actually be clarified. Kindly mark it, guys. Clear? So with the advent now of C, as required by humans, they were settling down. And humans have the tendency to divide numbers. So numbers had divisions, natural, whole, integers. Now what do we require? What do we require? Division requires fractions. Somebody had a piece of land and he had 4 sons. So he had to divide that land among 4 sons. So it was upon 4. Division. Humans have a tendency to divide, isn't it? And we required it. So this is where, rational. This is where rational numbers come. Rational numbers. So we have done it as a definition. I'm also writing a definition, but I'm going to clarify each and every part of this definition, right? So what are rational numbers? Numbers of the form P upon Q, where Q is not equal to 0. P and Q, they belong to integers. And last but not least is HCF of P comma Q is 1. HCF of P comma Q is 1. So this is a basic definition everyone remembers. But now listen, first part, why Q not equal to 0? Anything divided by 0 is not infinity, guys. If Q is 0, the number becomes indeterminate. Indeterminate. Cannot be determined. Indeterminate. Cannot be determined. P and Q belongs to integers, right? This is again important. Any number written in terms of P and Q, you have to have numbers belonging to certain class, which means fractions can be negative as well. Don't you think why? Because you know what are integers. Your integers minus infinity to minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3 up till infinity, which means he wants to say that your fractions can be negative as well. So I'm writing it. Fractions can be negative, right? Fractions can be negative as well, right? Then HCF of P and Q is 1. Since our childhood we have been doing so, but we don't know the reason. right? You have never ever written your answer. Suppose you were solving some question and your answer comes out to be 15 by 20. So you used to cancel. So you used to cancel the common factors. So 5 was a common factor. It was cancelled and it was 3 upon 4. And you realize that 3 and 4, they are co-prime to each other. Their HCF is 1. So you always bring a fraction to the lowest form, right? The least form. So keep this thing in mind. This is going to be your least form. All right, now I'm clear about definition of rational numbers, right? And there is a lot of myth about rational numbers. People say a lot, and please, every word has a meaning over here. Rational numbers, right? So my question to you comes is every integer a rational or vice versa? Is every integer a rational or every rational is an integer? Anyone? See, as far as integers are concerned, a lot of time we get confused. As far as integers are concerned, integers are having no fractions and no decimals. So obviously, in that case, integers here, isn't it? You realize integers, the definition over here, integers does not have any fraction, isn't it? And rationals, they represent fractions as well. So obviously rationals cannot be contained in integers. It has to be every integer is a rational number. Come on guys. So I'm writing it. Every integer is a rational number. Every integer is a rational number. But vice versa is not always true. Why? Because you pick up any integer. Minus 3 is an integer. Minus 3 can be written as minus 3 upon 1. Form of p upon q. Any integer you pick, right? Minus of 79 can be written as minus of 79 upon 1. You say 0. 0 can be written as 0 upon 1. Isn't it? So yes, every integer is a rational number, but vice versa is not true. Kindly mark it guys, really important. Yes, we have to draw a solar system. That is really important as well. Come on guys, write it. After this, as far as rationality is concerned. See, rational. In English language, rational means reasonable. Rational means reasonable, right? Rational is reasonable. Then comes something there was a lot of fight about. It comes out to be irrational. Irrational. So what are irrational numbers? So many times people tell me, as sir, not rational. Agreed. Not rational is irrational. Beautiful, right? And many times they say this also, can't be put in terms of p upon q. Agreed. Great. Agreed. That is also true. Not at all a problem, right? So I got two definitions, but I don't know, in reality I don't know what is irrational number. In reality I don't know irrational numbers, right? So yeah, obviously it is opposite to rational. I agree to that. But what exactly are irrational? First is, you should understand irrational numbers are decimals that are non-terminating, and non-recurring. Decimals that are non-terminating and non-recurring. Now you have to understand what is non-terminating and non-recurring, right? Non-terminating means something that does not end. I hope you have seen the movie Terminator. सबको खत्म कर दूंगा, right? Non terminating does not end. Non recurring does not have a repetition pattern. Does not have a repetition pattern. So we have to recognize this. So let's do that. I say some number like 0.375 bar. A lot of people have a misconception that numbers with bar are irrational numbers. No, numbers with bar are rational number. Why? Listen, this can be written as 0.375 till infinity. They are obviously non-terminating. Yes sir, non-terminating is there. They are obviously non-terminating, right? Absolutely right, but they are recurring. See, recurring means there is a repetition. Recurring means there is a repetition. So they are non-terminating but recurring. In that case, this is going to be your rational number. Rational number. This is going to be your rational number. Any number with a bar is a rational number. So sir, what are irrational numbers? Numbers like these: 0.375, 169, 0078, 1532, 999, 79, 1132, 785, 4, 311, 79, and so on, goes on like this. Does not end. See, there is no regular pattern over here. Do you see any regular pattern like there was a regular pattern over here? No, sir. So there is a no regular pattern, right? And this number keeps on going and going and going. Then we call it an irrational number. Why? Because any number that you write on a board exists. Anything written on a board would exist, and if anything written on a board exists, then this number is going to be your irrational number now, because this number, guys, this number is non-terminating, yes sir, and non-recurring, yes sir. So both the things actually are here, non-terminating and non-recurring. Yes, this is going to be your irrational number. Clear? And the number with the bar is going to be your rational number. Kindly write it. Really important, right? So next, now we know the irrational numbers, and then comes something really important: real numbers. Real numbers. This is something now important. Real number is written as all numbers. Real number, all numbers, right? Or we call real numbers, this is the way we write minus infinity to infinity. All numbers. So minus infinity to infinity. Or we also write real numbers as rational plus irrational. Every number, minus infinity to infinity, real number. So keep this basic standard in your mind, right? What are real numbers? So if we are done with real numbers, then I would write every number over here so that you are very sure now. Natural, 1, 2, 3, 4, infinity. Whole numbers, you add 0 to natural numbers and you get whole numbers. And then integers, minus infinity to minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 till infinity. So natural, whole, integer. Then comes rational. Rational is represented as Q, is for rational numbers of the form P upon Q, where Q not equal to 0, P and Q belongs to integers, and HCF of P and Q is 1. See, now I have started something brilliant. Q star, non-terminating, non-recurring decimals, and then comes real, which is rational plus irrational. Q is for rational and Q star is irrational, right? And now let me draw the diagram. See, this is for natural numbers. You add 0, you get whole, which means whole numbers, they contain natural number. You add negatives, you get whole also, which means integers contain natural and whole. And we saw this, every integer is a rational. Irrational numbers are totally different, and you add rational plus irrational, you get real. Nothing beats this diagram. This is a really important diagram. So keep this standard thing into your mind, guys. Come on. If you don't know the number system, so you can draw it, please, right? If you don't know the number system, how are you going to actually create questions? How are you going to understand questions? A lot of time in CSAT it is written X, Y, and Z, they belong to integers. So it should actually strike your mind that minus infinity to infinity, but no fraction and no decimals to be taken. That is really important. I think many of you miss this part. So I hope the solar system diagram for numbers is actually good and beautiful, guys. So let's proceed now. Just a reminder to all of you, the Last Mile UPSC CSE free interview guidance program 2022. So you can get a head start for your interview preparation. So you have the key points with you also over here. So please enroll yourself, guys. So with that, I would say thank you so much. I hope you have enjoyed my class. I hope that I have actually brought you some knowledge, some valuable knowledge to you, right? And thank you so much, and see you next time. Till that time, please stay safe, and please, happy Diwali to all of you. Enjoy yourself. If possible, have a green Diwali. Thank you so much. God bless you all. At the end, Jai Hind.